All right, so the sewing shop is back where it belongs, put back together the way it's supposed to be. See if I can get this newly reconstructed tripod ready to go here. There we are. We are on to another kilt, of all things. It's a custom order one, not the stock order from before, where I was doing multiples of various sizes. This one is 48-inch waist, 22-inch length. That's fine. So I've already cut the yokes, which are the only pattern pieces in it. The rest are all just square cuts of various measurements. So I cut those. They have to be serged. That means I got to move all the crap off the serger and start it up, run it. Let's clear that space and get it going. Oh, jeez. So you're hauling 60 pounds of batteries around. An enviable task. But it's far better than the alternative, which would be leaving the charger outside to freeze and possibly get damaged. Now, you have to pull you out of one stand, put you into other, so we can test out the effectiveness of this new hanging flexible phone mount to show you what's going on the serger. I'll set you up, now we'll start. Alright, so not exactly centered or lined up or anything wonderful, but well, get a little better view of what's going on. Stool set up. Serge these two pieces, and for the first time you can actually see what I'm doing with my hands. So we're going around curves. You always serge face up. That's just a standard, so you know which side is the front by what the serge looks like. See, looks like that on that side. It's a little different on the back. When you get to a curve, keep it as flat as you can. Find the center of that curve where the arc is. Keep a hard press there so that everything goes through like in a compass. Just like the sewing machine. The pedal is not an on-off switch. It's like the gas pedal on a car or the throttle on a motorcycle. You want to go fast, you push it all the way down. You want to go slow, you only push it down a little. So you can go really slow if you need to, just by pressing very little bit on the pedal. You can go fast. You control the speed, which means you control your precision. Inside curve. Inside curve on a serger is a little different. Instead of holding it flat and trying to curve it, keep your line straight. You can see what I'm doing here with my fingers. Making that curved line straight. Never mind the waving of stuff on the edge, that's not the part being sewn. Or on the flat of it, that's not the part being sewn. Just keep that curve straight. Go at whatever speed you're comfortable. If you're comfortable going fast, go fast. If you're comfortable going slow, go slow. You control that, the machine doesn't. Last one on this piece. It's straight. If I can go a little faster, more comfortably. Well, that's one. Do the other one, which is the exact same thing in the opposite direction. Start with a long straight here. Luckily, this fabric does not have much, if any, stretch to it, so that makes serging it a lot easier. Stretch can cause difficulties when you're serging and when you're sewing, because of how much the machine might pull, but not much stretch. Good on that. Now you can see my actual work speed. Now I'm doing the second one, and I'm going to show you very much. I'm not running at full speed. I've been doing this 47 years, and still I don't run the machine at full speed. I prefer to be accurate rather than fast. But you've seen me do this enough times. Know how to follow along. You can always go back and check the other videos if you missed something, but I will explain what I'm doing as I'm doing it. That's the second piece. Now, let's see how that works out. All right, so that's cut and serged. There's the yoke of the kilt. That would be the waistband, the waistline of 48 inches. This would be where it hangs. So that'd be sitting loose around the hip line. It's going to be laced up across the back, down that far. There's going to be an apron across here, and the pleats are all going to attach to this edge. Next piece I got to... Oh, what are you so upset about? Sorry for the interruption, but Mao takes precedence. Yeah. So the next piece that we got to do is the fall. The hanging portion that is pleated all the way across here. The measurement for that is going to be this distance times 3. That'll happen next. Well, let's see. I think that's about the best angle I'm going to get on the serger here. Much better than the last one I showed you. Working on this kilt, I got to serge these 4 pieces to be able to make 2 pleats, or 2 pleated sections. I'm cutting off the selvage on the edge of the fabric and serging that. After that, I'm going to stitch these pieces together to make the 2 very long plates that have to make up the pleated segment of this kilt. It's not an exciting process, but it is a necessary one. You might notice the edge of the fabric where it has been cut is not completely straight. This little cutting edge, cutting blade right there on the serger, helps clean that up, make it straighter. Because for cuts that are longer than my cutting board, I can't really use the wheel and straight edge to cut them. I have to use scissors. And that doesn't make for a clean edge most days. It's going to be a boring segment of video. Can't really do a lot about that because it's a boring job. Hopefully you can at least see better than any other time I've been on the serger on this on these videos. Because of rough edges like this, it's a good practice to cut an extra 1/4 inch or so. Cut your pieces about a 1/4 inch bigger than you believe they need to be. It allows you room to clean it up. Okay, that's that one. Do the other 3 and then show you what I got.